cheese. Okay. Hey, I got you this. An empty can of cat food? Yep. Why? Well, I saw that bag of shredded cheese you were opening, and I thought since you like eating garbage, you would want more. Is that the wrong kind? Come on, you know what I mean. The additives that come in a bag of shredded cheese you get from the grocery store prevent the cheese from properly melting. That sure sounds compelling, but have you ever tried it out? For yourself? Not this again. Come on. Stop it. You wouldn't have brought it up unless you wanted to. No! Intro. So today, we'll be testing 3 types of pre-shredded cheese versus their block cheese counterparts. We're going to start off with some mozzarella, and the test medium for this is going to be mini pizza bagels. Onto some mini bagels, I'm adding some sauce, cheese, and I couldn't help but grab some mini pepperoni. I mean, look how cute. These adorable little bagels are going into a 350-degree oven for about 8 minutes, and you can see the results here. The meltage isn't visibly different, but let's check to see how they taste. We have the mini pizza bagels. Let's try the old stretcheroonie. That's okay. Let's try this bad boy here. Still pretty hot. Really not as much. Try again. That's not bad. This is disgusting. These mini pepperoni are absolutely wretched. Bad idea. The cheese, though, basically tastes the same. No real difference in the stretch. On this one, you can see that the cheese really did melt a good amount, and that's why the pepperoni kind of slid off a little bit. I'm not counting that as a positive, though. Pre-shredded versus freshly shredded, no real difference. Now we're onto the cheddar. I always keep a giant block of cheddar like this in the house, something to remember for future bar trivia questions. For pre-shredded, I figured matching the level of sharpness was more important than the color, but maybe someone will prove me wrong on that one. This test will be with the classic grilled cheese. In case you haven't been able to tell, I'm going with some pretty simple dishes here. The star of the show, after all, is the cheese. I'm sure at some point we'll get to a full-on, no-holds-barred grilled cheese recipe test, but for now, all you need to know is that I'm a fan of butter, I melt it in the pan, and I go low and slow. Once we're nice and toasty on each side, let's see how we did. A pretty stretchy situation here. Looking in sandwich. I don't see any individual pieces or anything. That tastes delicious. Not too bad for the stretchiness. Let's look on the inside here. It doesn't appear there's individual pieces. Let's see how it tastes here. Not bad. Taste is good. Cheese melted just fine. So I think I'm gonna have to say in this version of the test, I don't really see a big difference. For our final test, we're using Monterey Jack. I went with a box grater for the first 2, but since we're using more cheese on this test, I whipped out the food processor. Now, if you don't have a food processor, this is a great reason to get one. Look at this. That's the whole block of cheese. So quick. Now for the reason we're shredding all this cheese, nachos. I'll top off these bad boys with refried beans, hatch chilies, tomatoes, carnitas, and a full 8 ounces of cheese on each tray. I'll pop them into a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes, and top them off with some sour cream, fresh guac, and hot sauce, and now we have some delicious nachos. Now let's check the cheese stretch here. We'll start with the pre-grated. Not great. Tastes good though. All right, here's the freshly shredded cheese here. Oh yeah. So with this, you're definitely getting more. I wouldn't say it melted more than the other cheese, but it's definitely stretchier. So nachos, I would say Home graded wins. Marginally. So, feeling a little bit weird about this video, because of all the tests we've done so far, this is the first one that goes against conventional wisdom. But that's why we're doing these tests in the first place. After making this video, I'm not going to stop buying blocks of cheese for certain applications, but I'm definitely not going to feel bad about buying a bag of shredded cheese if I feel like I need to save a little bit of time, or just don't feel up for shredding it myself. And that's okay. I am curious though, since this seems to be something that is widely agreed upon in like the culinary world, if I made a mistake. What I'd like you guys to do, take a look through this again, see if you have any questions or concerns about my methodology, and if I see there is anywhere where I possibly could have made a mistake, I'm going to investigate that further. So please leave a comment below if you saw something, and as always, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.